kg is hung from free end of the wire. If all conditions are same and radius of wire is made thrice the original radius, find the increase in length. First, let us construct a rough diagram. See, this is our permanent rigid support, and we have a wire here. Length of the wire increases by 9 mm when we hung a weight to it. So this is our extension in length, which is 9 mm. The weight is given to us is 2.5 kg. This is W. From free end of the wire, for condition of same radius of wire, the radius of wire which was first, after the elongation it becomes thrice the original radius. Let us first write down what is the data given to us. First is this elongation is given. Start by this length of wire extension. So L1. Okay. Then mass is given as 2.5 kg. Condition of radius is given. R2 is equals to 3 R1. That is, radius of wire is made thrice the original radius. Original radius is R1. Conditions are same. That means Young's modulus is also same. After and before the material is same, the wire is same, the condition is same. So to find, we have to find second length increase. But first we will convert this millimeter into meter. Just multiply it by 10 raised to 3 and it will get converted into meter. For we have formula y is equals to FL upon A L. On formula, just remove this L here because we have to calculate L2. So we will transfer it as, take it as YAL is equals to FL. Then it will become L is equals to FL upon YA. But here, since we have two lengths and two area, where this will become L1 is equals to FL upon YA1. And this will become L2 is equals to FL upon YA2. Dividing both, we get L1 by L2 is equals to FL YA1 upon FL YA2, which we can also write as L1 upon L2 is equals to FL YA1 into YA2 upon FL. These both get cancelled, Y and Y gets cancelled. So L1 upon L2 is equals to A2 upon A1. Area is nothing but pi r square. Okay, so we will substitute pi r square. But here this will also become same. So we will add here R2 and R1. We will add R2 and R1. Pi and pi gets cancelled. What we get is L1 upon L2 is equals to R2 square upon R1 square. We will take R square common, R2 upon R1 the whole square. But we know that what is R2? 3R1. So we will substituting R2 is equals to 3R1 in equation number 1. So we will get L1 upon L2 is equals to 3R1 upon R1 the whole square. If we square then 9, 3 into 3 is 9. Then R1 square upon R1. 1 R gets cancelled. What we get? L1 upon L2 is equals to 9R1. Sorry, this is also square. So this and this gets cancelled. L1 and upon L2 is 9. But we need to get L2. So we will take L2 is equals to L1 by 9. What is L1 which was given to us? 9 into 10 raised to 3 upon 9. Cancel. So you will get it as this 10 raised to minus 3. 10 raised to minus 3. So our L2 is 10 raised A wire of length 2 meter and cross-sectional area 10 raised to minus 4 meter square is stretched by a load 102 kg. Wire is stretched by 0.1 centimeter. Calculate longitudinal stress, longitudinal strain and Young's modulus. So here is a diagram which you can also draw, rough diagram. It is not given but I have drawn. You can write it in your notebook or you can also draw it at right hand side of your page in exam. This will add up to your presentation. So this is the original length which is 2 meter. M is equals to 102 kg weight is attached. 0.1 centimeter is the longitude produced and area of cross section is given to us. First let us write it down what is the data given to us. Capital L is given, L is equals to 2 meter. Area of cross section is centimeter, we will convert it into meter. So this will be nothing but 0.1 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter. We have to find, I am just writing down the short form, longitudinal stress, longitudinal strain and Young's modulus. Please do not write the short form, you have to write it in full form. Formulae. For longitudinal stress, we got formula of mg upon A. Longitudinal strain, we got formula small l by L. For Young's modulus, longitudinal stress upon longitudinal strain. And here we are also going to write. Let us begin our calculation. First part. For longitudinal stress, what is the weight given to us? 102. What is G? 9.8 upon what is A? 10 raised to minus 4. Just solve it. You will get the answer in Newton per meter square. For longitudinal strain, again I am telling you, don't write the short form. For longitudinal strain, what is the formula? Small l is 0.1. What is capital L? 2. Solve this, you will get the answer of longitudinal strain. For Young's modulus, you will write whatever the answer you got from first plank and second plank, you will divide it and you will get Young's modulus in Newton per meter square. Just remember, always remember to put down the unit. If you forgot to write the unit or what is the exact unit, do not write or attempt the wrong unit. You can write y is equals to dash 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 units. This word can be also added, so your marks wouldn't get be eliminated or deducted for this. Here the question is, one end of steel wire is attached to a ceiling and load of 2.5 kg is attached to the free end of this wire. Okay, there is a wire on which this much weight is attached. Another identical wire is attached to the bottom of the load. That means at the same bottom of the same wire, there is another load attached of 2 kg to this wire. Calculate longitudinal strain produced in both the wires, where cross-sectional area is given 10 raised to minus 4 meter square. Young's modulus of steel is given. Here what I have done is I have drawn a diagram. See, these are the weights attached, and this is L1, then this is L2. I have written down the data as it is. The condition given to us is that the total length is nothing but equal to L1 is equal to L2. Okay, then we have to find longitudinal stress of both the wires. That means longitudinal strain of both the wires. That means longitudinal strain of first wire and second wire. What is the formula? We know, as it is Young's modulus is given to us, this is a big hint given to us, so we will take this formula, y is equal to FL upon AL. But here force is nothing but mg, so this will be mgl upon AL. What is the formula for strain? It is nothing but small l by L, so we will mg 8. What is M for first wire? 2.5. What is G? 9.8 is constant. Area 10 raised to minus 4. You will get an answer here. This will be your strain 1. For strain 2, see, for the first wire only this much weight was getting counted, but for the second wire this both will be get counted. So our weight would be 2.5 plus 2 is equals to 4.5. So what you will do is you will put, what is the mass here now? 4.5 upon 10 raised to minus 4. You will get an answer, and this will be your strain number 2 for second wire. Two wires of equal cross section, one made up of aluminium and other of brass, are joined end to end. They are joined end to end. When the combination of wires kept under tension, it will experience some amount of tension. The elongation in wires, that means this elongation whatever will be produced, are found to be equal. Find the ratio of length of the wire. What is the length of the wire? You are given with Young's modulus. Since these values are given, they give you hint of what formula you can apply. So start from here. Since you were given that both cross section of both the wires was equal, so this and length they are joined end to end, and the elongation is equal. So that means their elongation, that means small l a is equals to l b is equal. We have to find ratio of the length, original length. What is the formula? We will start from Young's modulus. Y is equals to FL upon L, correct? Then we have two wires, so that means we will have two formulas, that is YAL is equals to FL AL small a, and the second one would be we will divide both of them, so this will become YAL upon YB. This is FLAL upon A upon FLB upon ABLB. We will write in front of each other, so that will become YAL upon YB is equal to FLAL upon ALL into ABLFB. So F and F gets cancelled. You get L. You will take all L terms together. Small lb and a b upon al. But since we know that area of cross section is equal, and also this is also equal, since so that means this will be equal and this will be equal. What we got? YAL upon YB is equals to LAL upon LB. What is LAL? 7 into 10 raised to 10. What is LB? 9.1 into 10 raised to 10. You will get an answer in ratio of LAL upon LB. Find the increase in pressure required to decrease volume of mercury by 0.001%. That means you are given a fixed quantity of mercury and you have to find how much pressure is required to decrease the given mercury by this much %. We will start by given data. First we have to find how much pressure. That means delta V is given to us. % of original value. You have to decrease this much percent of original volume, so you will find how much is the volume. So this will be 0.001 upon 100 delta V upon V you will get. So after cancellation you can take this as this will go up and you will get 10 raised to minus 5. You are given with K 2.8 into 10 raised to 10 Newton per meter square. You have to find increase in pressure delta P. You are given with the formula K is equals to V into delta P upon delta V, from which you have to find delta P. That means you have to shift rest here. This will get multiplied and this will come in denominator. So this will be delta P is equals to K into delta V upon V. You know already what is. That means K, you know, delta V upon V is nothing but 10 raised to 5. You will solve this and get the answer in Newton per meter square. Copper metal cube has each side of length 1 meter. So it is a cube which has all the sides of 1 meter. Bottom edge of the cube, the lower layer is fixed, not changing, and tangential force is applied of this much amount to the top surface only. Calculate the lateral displacement of top surface. How much is the displacement? Where modulus of rigidity of copper is given. Okay. So this is the rough diagram I have drawn. You can also draw a diagram. It will make your answer more presentable. We were given that all the sides are 1 meter only. That means length and also height are 1 meter. Force is written here. Modulus of rigidity or eta is given. We have to find lateral displacement, that is x. We remember we derived this formula F upon A theta. Its extended version is FH upon A. So from this you have to find x. So keep this and transfer rest. So this will be nx and theta Ax is equals to Fh. That means x is equals to Fh upon A eta. This is our original formula. We will substitute all the values in this formula. What is F? 4.2 into 10 raised to 8. What is H? 1. Then what is A? A is length into breadth. That means 1 into 1. Eta is 1.4 into 10 raised to 11. When you will solve this, you will get your answer in millimeter. A uniform steel wire of length 3 meter and area of cross section 2 mm square is extended through 3 mm. Calculate the energy stored in wire if the elastic limit is not exceeded, and we are given with Young's modulus of steel. This is a rough diagram. It wasn't given, but I have drawn for your assistance. We will start from writing the data, which is L is equals to 3 meter, A is equals to 2 mm square. We will convert this into meter. So this will become 2 into 10 raised to 6 meters square. This will be shown in the bottom bar. L is equals to 3 millimeter. Again 3 into 10 raised to 3 meter. Y steel is given 2 into 10 raised to 10 Newton per meter square. Energy stored, that means what is U? Energy stored. But we are having a formula. W is equals to half into F into L. But we know that since Y is equals to FL upon AL, that means F is equals to YAL upon L. Correct? So we will substitute F here. We will get W is equals to half into YAL upon L into L. this will be nothing but half into YA L square upon L. Let us write down what are the value. Y is 2 into 10 raised to 10, A is 2 into 10 raised to 6, L square is 3 into 10 raised to 3 the whole square upon L is 3. You will solve this and you will get your work done or the load stored energy